What's up, mother fathers, and welcome to Guitar Stuff and Other Stuff. I think I need a bigger stapler. That was my intro vid. I will make a better one. I'm just starting out and I wanted to get a video out. So, just a quick introduction. I wanted to create a channel about guitars because I've been playing guitar my whole life, and I just wanted to show what I know. I don't play a typical way, I don't write a typical way, and I don't teach a typical way. And so most videos are showing you how to do things other people are doing. I wanted to create a channel to show you what you can do. I wanted to bring people's creativity out and change this mother. So that's the whole basis for this channel. Anyway, my first video is just about taking care of your guitar. Now, there's a lot of things I like to take care of, like my tailor. There's a lot of things I don't take care of, like relationships. But that goes under other stuff. This is a guitar video. So, the safest place your guitar could ever be is stolen. Because it's already gone. There's no safer place than out of your possession and you don't know where the fuck it is. That's the safest guitar in the world. If you do still have your guitar, that's awesome. It hasn't been stolen. So, where do you put it when you're not playing it? I like to put it in a case, on a wall mount, or in a stand. Casing it. A couple things to remember when putting it in a case. Number one, make sure there's no obstructions in the guitar case, like anything that can block it, like your cat's in there or something like that. Also, some people like to leave their strap on when they case it. I'm not a big fan of that. It could warp the wood, and if there's plastic on the strap, it could scratch your guitar. Number two, make sure that even if the guitar is in the case for just 5 seconds, that it is latched and locked. At least one latch or zipped. If you don't do that, you might get distracted, and then 5 seconds turns into a half an hour. You come back to the guitar, grab it, pick it up, and then all of a sudden the lid flies open, the guitar launches across the room into like a toddler. And that's forever. You know, 15 years from now, the mom will be like, well, maybe Timmy wouldn't be in rehab if you didn't brain him with your Yamaha when he was 2. So you want to make sure the latch is locked on that sucker at all times. And finally, you want to make sure your guitar is in a place where it can't get kicked, stepped on, or spilled on. Keep it away from traffic. Number two, a wall mount. 4 things you want to remember when mounting your guitar. Number 1, make sure it's good quality. Number 2, make sure the thing is level. Number 3, make sure it's out of a trafficky area or places where people are going to bump into it, like a skinny hallway. Bad idea. Number 4, always make sure to either use a wall anchor or mount it into a stud. Guitars are heavy. It can pull that sucker right out of the wall, and then your guitar slams against the ground, and it might like scare the shit out of your cat so bad that like you have this permanently like fucked up feline like roaming your pad for the rest of its existence because you didn't mount your guitar properly. So it's an important reason. And third, the stand. Now, 2 things to remember about the stand. 1, make sure to put it in gently. Make sure this shit doesn't happen. And number 2, you want to keep it away from traffic. I like to keep it away from where people are walking, where it can be kicked or knocked off the stand. Okay, so where else is safe? Flat on a bed? Good. Flat on the couch? Fine, might knock it out of tune, but it's cool. Flat on the floor. Don't ever leave your guitar flat on the floor because Steve Buscemi. Don't ever leave your guitar flat on the floor because Justin Bieber. Ever leave your guitar flat on the floor because D's nuts. Flat on the floor because Godzilla. No, that one makes too much sense. Leaning it. I always like to lean between 2 edges. It's really important for me to lean between 2 edges. I avoid the one edge lean. We all do the one edge lean. Everyone does it. Everyone leans their guitar against one edge, but it's not a good look. It leaves your guitar very vulnerable. And for Christ's sake, don't ever do this. What is this? I swear to God, I knew a homeless guy who did this. He thought he was cool because he was doing this. 3 seconds later, the guitar head was gone. No guitar head thing fell over, broke in half. Walking with your guitar. If it's in its case, the only rule of thumb for me is that the lid is up against my leg, meaning the handle side is out, not in. So if the latch or zipper fails, it doesn't spill my guitar out onto the ground next to me. It's blocked. It's locked up against my leg. So it doesn't matter if it's this way or this way. As long as the lid is up against my leg, that's all I care about. Now, walking with it when it's not in its case. So if it's not in its case, this is the way I walk with it if I'm in an open area where nothing can hit it on either side. Because that way I can play it, I hold it comfortably. But if I'm in tight quarters where there's a lot of people walking by or things that might hit it on either side of me, boom, this is the way I carry it, right? We know where our bodies are. This is an easy one. That way if something gets in our way, boom, we can dodge out of the way. If something gets in our way the other way, boom, we can dodge. It's like a dance. You can dance with it while you're walking with it. You can dance with a guitar, give it a little slap on the butt, a little slap there. That's nice. Go ahead and turn off the camera here. So that was walking with your guitar. That's my best Christopher Walken, sorry. Also, make sure to keep it away from moisture. You don't want to mount it near like a bathroom where a lot of steam can get to it. Keep it out of the rain. Also, I never leave my guitar in the trunk of my car on a hot day. That is the worst thing you can do. It could totally warp the wood. Now, I'm not one to tell you not to warp your wood. I mean, if you want to go ahead and warp your wood. That's your prerogative. I'm just making a suggestion. Finally, polishing your guitar. Now, I like to polish when I restring. That way the strings are off it and you can get into every nook and cranny. I would show you a stringing video, but that's for another video with another person because I'm not good at stringing. I've been playing my whole life. I can't string very well. I'm okay, but I'm not great. The two things I will remind you when stringing your guitar: one, make sure all your little pieces are very organized in a cup or in a row on the table. And number two, see this? The tip of this string? That's sharp. That can gouge your hand. It could also gouge the wood of your guitar. So just be careful not to poke your hand or gouge the wood of the guitar when you're threading the strings through. Now I'm going to take the strings off my guitar and show you how I polish. Okay, so the strings are off of the guitar. I like to do it on a nice big flat surface. This is my bed, and I have some towels down to not get polish on my bed sheets, not that I care. Now, I like to use a microfiber cloth. It's important for me to use something that is professional and made for a guitar. So you can use a sock or a t-shirt or paper towel. I would advise against it. I would just use this. That's what I use. And then also guitar polish. This is a guitar polish. Any guitar polish is fine. I would avoid using Pledge or any other surface. Make sure not to ever use acetone or any chemicals like that on your guitar. Now I like to give it a prelim wipe down. You know, just kind of get the dust off. And now we're ready to polish. The important things to remember: use the correct materials, bam, and never spray the guitar, always spray the cloth first, and you want the cloth to be damp, never wet. So just give it a couple spritzes, right? It's kind of damp now, and then you get it on the guitar, and you give it a nice little rub. It smells kind of nice, smells kind of woody, and you give it a little wax on, wax off, polish it up. You know, get a little bit of elbow grease in there, get some strength in there to kind of get all the grime off of there, and be thorough. You know, you don't have to be necessarily rough, but like the little knobs and stuff around there, you want to be kind of gentle, but be thorough. Get in the creases. Okay, so now it's all polished up, and I'm gonna string it. If I were in the NBA right now, which player would I be? It's okay if you don't know. I'm a third stringer. Alright, so my guitar is freshly polished and freshly strung, and I'm just gonna play a little spontaneous jam and bid thee farewell. Thanks for watching. I have more videos coming. Please subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and appreciate ya. All that shit.